So there's actually a lot to criticize Disney, Star Wars, and Lucasfilm over. But one thing you have to give them credit for is the fact that they've stood by not only Gina Carano, but Rosario Dawson as well, who will be appearing in tomorrow's episode of The Mandalorian, as far as I know. I mean, the rumor is that she'll be playing Ahsoka Tano, and that's who's going to most likely be in tomorrow's episode of The Mandalorian, since it's titled The Jedi. And she was also mentioned about 2 weeks ago when The Mandalorian meant Bo-Katan. Just by saying nothing, Disney is standing by those two actresses. It's just how it is. Otherwise, like a lot of other companies, they would have come out and said, this does not reflect our views. We stand with this, that, and this and that, and we are parting ways with so-and-so, in this case, Gina Carano. Well, they haven't said any of that. Didn't say a word. And that says a lot. And it's really hilarious that for 4 weeks now, a bunch of losers over on Twitter and in NPC media have went out of their way to get her fired. I mean, it's been insane. It's been over a month. Actually, it's been all year, to be honest, but they've really stepped it up over the past month. They've even got hashtags trending, hashtag fire Gina Carano, and so on and so on. And they fail, and they fail, and they fail. And I think it's hilarious to watch a bunch of woke bums fail. I do, because they live for cancel culture, and usually they get their way. Not this time. I would say Gina Carano's probably going to be back for an episode or two more, even though she would get that even if she was fired. But I would say the likelihood of her coming back for another season or getting her own show is highly probable. Sorry, wokies. You're not going to win this one. You're going to lose this one. And even Pedro Pascal has come out and shown his support for Gina Carano. And I think that that's great. Now, Pedro has been pretty nasty on social media to some people. Shared a meme where he called 74 million Americans istophobes. But he's at least standing with Gina, not giving in. And you would think that he would stand against her and slam her, but he's not. I guess that does stand for something. He posted this on his Instagram, and he called her indomitable. That basically means that she won't submit and cannot be defeated. It's something, as they say here, isn't likely posted lightly. It's widely known that Carano is wrapped in a bit of a political and societal match with people. So, I mean, there's that. They're still trying to get rid of her, though. This is a pretty nasty article that a lot of people were talking about. This is one of the nastiest. It says she should just be fired because she's got the wrong way of thinking, basically. Even if a lot of people consider her opinions normal, it doesn't matter. She should be fired. This is a very strange article. Probably one of the worst, because they're outright saying she should be fired even if a lot of people agree with her and so on and so on. They shouldn't ignore progressive values. So we're not going to go over this whole thing. I'm going to give you like the highlights. Beep, bop, boop. Ooh, she joined Parler. Hashtag fire Gina Carano. And then they go on to complain about Trump. This entire essay here is all about Trump. And then we have stuff like this on Carano, where they tie stuff like this in. The unemployment rate would only shoot up by about 30%, basically, if we fired all of the people that are like Gina. It's okay, we'll just fire them all. I don't need food. Unemployment rate would only go up 30%. No big deal. How vile. And then they talk about how 74 million Americans voted for the Orange Man and 80 million voted for Joe Biden. Can we not ostracize them all and remove them from society? Says they can't, but they don't offer a solution. They just say basically you should just fire all those people. Just fire them all. Maybe then they'll just starve, basically. 74 million Americans, let them starve. Don't need them anymore. We're building a utopia, basically, is what they're saying there. And then we have this. So does it make sense to call on Disney to fire Gina Carano? Yes. And Disney would be well within their rights to do so. Whoa. as long as she wants to use her platform to spread ignorant and dangerous views. Her voice shouldn't be amplified by Disney, a Disney seal of approval and a suggestion that she's buddies with the beloved Baby Yoda. There's a difference between an ordinary job and a job that makes you a public figure. Right. So, I mean, no, we don't need to call on firing people that share our way of thinking. No. It's funny. They actually say this. Conservative voices are always eager to play the victim and accuse the left of intolerance. Well, you don't say. You're literally calling for people to be fired. Up here you made a joke about how, hey, we can just fire everybody that, follows Gina Carano. Unemployment rate would only go up 30%. But hey, you're not intolerant. I mean, the message I got when I read through this article was peace and love, for sure. That was the first thing that went through my mind, is love, tolerance, acceptance. That's exactly what I got when I read this article, for sure. Thought it was very tolerant and loving. I felt loved. I felt accepted, for sure. Right? Yeah. So. Now, the nice thing is this is one of the last ones that I've seen. The Carano stuff has actually died down quite a bit. But don't you worry. Don't you worry, everybody. Tomorrow, if Rosario Dawson shows up as Ahsoka, there's going to be another meltdown, and it's going to be pretty glorious. It'll be hilarious, because it'll just be another failing attempt to get them fired, and I think that that's funny. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Also, if you would, please share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.